Heat waves are nothing new during the summer months, but they are increasingly making headlines. At least 18 people have died in Quebec. That's just since Friday. This is all as a result of extreme heat. Across eastern Canada, temperatures have remained well above 30, with humidity making it feel much hotter. With more on what's changing when it comes to our summer heat, I'm joined by climate scientist Blair Feltmate. Good to have you with us this morning. So how unusual are these heat waves?
Well, we've always had heat waves, but the magnitude of heat waves that we're experiencing now, it is on the rise, and we can expect more heat waves going forward, longer duration and higher daily temperatures.
So this is a sign of things to come. Let's show people what we've been experiencing so far. We've broken a number of records, as you know. Toronto, they had a high of 35.4 degrees Celsius. In Ottawa, Canada, man, Humidex 47 degrees Celsius. And then there was that record high of 36.6 degrees in Montreal. They are a result of climate change, which is what everybody wants to know. But you have this great comparison to steroids.
That's right. So many people want to know, is this climate change? And you can't say that any single heat event or any single flood event is due to climate change on a one-on-one basis. But I liken it, but it still is climate change driving these phenomena. And I kind of liken it to a baseball player going on steroids. And all of a sudden, he or she starts hitting 5 times as many home runs. You can't say that any single home run is due to the steroids, but you can certainly see if you're hitting 5 times as many, something is going on.
Everyone wants to know, is this a sign of things to come? Are we going to continue to see these this summer?
We are going to continue seeing these events this summer and for summers to come. Climate change has happened, is happening, and will continue to happen. It's irreversible. And maximum daily temperatures and extension of heat waves will get more challenging as we go forward.
So you're saying this is the new summer months, long extreme heat or flooding?
That's right, correct.
Wow. Who are the populations most at risk when we see this?
Generally speaking, people at the ends of the age distribution, the elderly and the very young, and particularly people that are in high-rise buildings, for example, they may be above the 20th floor. If the electricity were to go out for an extended period of time and they didn't have backup power, you may have people trapped on the 20th floor of a building, elderly, who can't get down stairwells, who don't have water because water won't go above the 6th or 7th floor once the electricity goes out.
Okay.
So for those populations, we want to make very sure that we have backup generations to run elevators in the event the electricity goes out.
So the warnings are there. We know that our weather is getting wetter and wilder and hotter. So then the onus now becomes on cities to be prepared, to provide the infrastructure, to know that these are not one-offs. This is what summer is going to look like in years to come.
That is correct. And we are preparing. We're developing new codes and standards right now as we speak to deal with more flooding that is happening across the country. We just saw floods in British Columbia and along the St. John River in New Brunswick. In Toronto, we had massive floods here in 2013, and we're seeing the manifestation of floods in cities all across the country, and we're seeing more heat. So we're putting codes and standards in place to mitigate flood risk, to lower the probability that we're going to be flooded out when the big storms hit, and we're looking at ways, largely through behavioral adjustments, to prepare people for the hot weather to come.
All right, Blair, good to have you here on this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.